Kim, did you catch that new video of Dr. Bright's about menopause?
I did.
It was so incredible to see that. And as I'm watching it, it gets to the end and it has your testimony in there.
I know, I was so excited. It was funny because my husband actually watched it. It's all that real and 100% real. You've walked right alongside me these last 4 months, and you are my witness that I have had an incredible amount of success while being on her protocol.
I jumped right in too.
Yes.
Because I've been through so many different healing methods, modalities to try to help with my perimenopausal symptoms. And they would work for a short time and then they would not work. So I'm so grateful that you introduced me to Dr. Bright's protocol to understand more about menopause and to understand the root cause of what was going on with you and that was going on with me.
Yes. It was very educational, of course, Dr. Bright style.
Yes.
She doesn't just give you a few data points. Everything she's saying is backed up by science, data, research, all of it. That's why I do appreciate and love everything that she has taught us in these last handful of months.
In that video, I loved how she talked about menopause is just a cessation of being fertile. Like, it's not a disease. It's not a condition. It is literally just women no longer able to bear children. That there's 3 stages of life. There's adolescence and not being fertile. There's being fertile and being able to bear children, and then not. And this perimenopausal time frame
and menopausal symptoms.
Yes. She talked about them so brilliantly that I got it. I understood it. Yes, it was a lot of information. It had me understand because I had heard it from other places. Oh, the hot flashes. Oh, you're perimenopausal. How old are you? Oh, you still have your period? All these different categories I've been put into trying to figure out what was going on.
Well, I think, and also trying to normalize situations that actually were not normal.
No. So true. So true. I'm thinking about my children and my husband when you say that. Being irritable, being bitchy, being off and not having the energy to go and do my life. Blaming it on menopause.
Yes. Also, just the medical profession wanting to push us into a pill, a cream, and that something was wrong with us.
Yeah.
And I really appreciate the history that Dr. Bright gives you as far as women's health is concerned, and that we are not second-class citizens, that what we are experiencing is real, and there are real solutions to the symptoms that we're having. I know that when I first started the protocol, you and I actually tallied up all of our things, and I had 44 symptoms.
I had 39.
Here we are 4 months later, and I would say that if not everything, just shy of my consistent sleep, which has to do with cortisol, but my thyroid's optimal, my cortisol is on its way to becoming optimal. I am a completely different human being, truly.
Those symptoms were probably all fell under perimenopause and menopause.
100%.
And what we found out that they were thyroid and cortisol issues. Addressing those things has had you be able to resolve what's going on.
Oh my goodness. I mean, I find myself, I have to pinch myself because I'll be lying in bed and thinking to myself, could I possibly feel this good? That I don't feel joint pain, that I don't feel jaw pain, that I don't have headaches. Optical migraines, regular migraines were terrible for years. I just didn't understand that it was cortisol and thyroid.
Same. Migraines. I had migraines since I was 16. Out for at least 24 hours and continued on. I didn't know how I would have children and be able to function with migraines. Went through infertility, unexplained infertility.
I had numerous miscarriages. I didn't know that had to do with a low functioning thyroid.
Prior to Dr. Bright, I know that each of us had seen different doctors, different practitioners, naturopaths, and tried various different ways to help all these symptoms.
Yes, different diets, different protocols,
Yes.
different supplements. My goodness, my drawers are full with thousands and thousands of dollars of supplements.
Understanding that the thyroid and the adrenals, as in Dr. Bright's book, that like now that I've learned all of this, I'm like, oh, I understand the book.
Yes.
All those symptoms, all of those things led back to a root cause was not being addressed. Just the symptoms were being addressed. Very grateful that we were both willing and open to try something else.
Agree. And I'm very grateful that you had already started reading Dr. Bright's books, so that when I did see her being interviewed by Bella back in December, I just knew I had to jump on the bandwagon and get involved with Dr. Bright, even though I kind of didn't know a whole lot about her. I just trusted my instinct that I needed to do something, and this is what it was.
When you told me that you had joined her group and you were working with Dr. Bright directly, I was like, where do I sign up? I think with my body shaming, having my whole life been fearful and not trusting myself and my body, and having such difficult times and not having successes with other doctors and other practitioners, that I didn't know how to move forward. And watching you jump in and work with Dr. Bright, like I didn't know that was even available. And you just jumped right in. And I was like, oh my gosh, I'm not getting left behind.
What's been really fun about these last handful of months is how close we've actually gotten. And I don't even think, well, I didn't even realize how much it was affecting my daily health. And I just remember from the youngest age, I just thought you ate and got sick. And I just never associated the digestive issues being caused by a low functioning thyroid. No doctor ever told me that. Nobody said anything. All these symptoms that I would describe over the years, you try this, try that. Even to the point of where, when the hot flashes, I had a regular MD. She said, well, we don't really test you anymore for any hormones or anything else like that. But what we can do is we can prescribe you some Xanax, because Xanax side effect is that it can reduce hot flashes. That's a side effect of Xanax. And I went, well, what about all the other side effects? Oh, like I literally just gathered my stuff and left the office. And that was 8 years ago.
Right.
And I've been afraid ever since then to really even talk to any doctor about any of this.
Right. Well, they were offering Band-Aids as a solution to one symptom.
Exactly.
Yes. And having the courage to move into another area, like to trust yourself, to have that instinct that there was something else out there that could actually help you.
Yes. And being willing to give it a try.
Yes.
Ultimately.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I think the two of us being on the protocol together has really ignited and empowered both of us.
Well, obviously, do you think you and I would have ever done anything like this?
No.
Ever.
No, I would like a channel and like sharing intimate details about what's going on with us
publicly, where you're making yourself a target. Ultimately, just circling back to how we've experienced this together. It's been really fun to check in with each other. What are you doing today? And if I had a down day, Gina's there to support me, and vice versa. And we're there to encourage one another. And trust me, we have our moments. It's not perfect all the time. We were just talking this morning about how it was Easter and had a holiday, and had a little dabble of some French toast casserole.
Oh my gosh, it was really good.
Yeah, it was really good. And how now we need to do a couple days of fighting that carbohydrate urge. Had a great time. We enjoyed ourselves. Didn't go overboard, and it's a reminder of how our bodies want to be healthy, and that majority of the food out there doesn't fulfill that role.
Giving ourselves permission to enjoy a holiday That's worth more to me than saying I was strict on my diet every single day, every single minute.
Yeah. Yeah.
It also helps me to learn how far have I come? What is my tolerance? How much better is my body? All of this work that I've been doing, what are the actual outcomes? Because we said we wanted to try things out. We want to test them. We want to see what works and what doesn't work.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So right now, a little bit of French toast casserole works. A lot does not.
Nope. 2-3 days in a row does not work. So
No.
it's okay. That's okay. And we're on day 4 now, and we've moved past that. And I think that, like you were saying, wanting us to try things out, and obviously that's what we're doing on Dr. Bright's protocol, and it's something you and I have always done. But I love the fact that Dr. Bright empowers you. And that's where I feel like we're on her protocol and she is guiding us right now, but she doesn't set it up that you have to be with her forever. I mean, it's just, I'm 4 months in, and I feel like I'm just right on the cusp of getting that cortisol. It's the last piece of the puzzle for me in place. And I'm educated enough and confident enough that I can do this on my own. And if I need to pop back in for maybe a month down the road or something like that, I love that she has that option.
She really does empower people to be responsible for their health. I, for the first time, do feel that empowerment to understand when something comes into my body and it affects me a certain way. Is it affecting my thyroid? Is it affecting my cortisol? To understand the difference between those two things and what how to balance that, how to bring that into attunement in my body and be able to function the way that I want to function in life. I want to be happy. I don't want to be miserable. I don't want to be having a migraine, not being able to participate with my children and doing things out in life with my friends, with my husband. Being 100% responsible for my health and for my body has me go out and be in the place where you're talking about, of being able to make the adjustments because I know how to do that versus my doctor has told me to do this because of this.
Exactly. Yes, that is exactly it. Somebody puts on a white lab coat, they give you a pill and do X, Y, and Z. And guess what? Your hands are off the steering wheel for any responsibility for yourself.
I see that my children, having me as a hypothyroid mother and tested my husband, he's hypothyroid as well. My children are in the same place. Thankfully, much younger, obviously. But I can help them. I can help them to get to a better place and a better balance in their bodies and understand their bodies in their teens and early 20s versus being my age and being in their 50s, their mid 50s. They get to be empowered much younger in their lives to go out and take care of their health.
Thank goodness.
Yes.
Yeah, we've got a similar situation going on in our family. My husband was tested, and actually he was diagnosed with Hashimoto's about 5 or 6 years ago. I honestly didn't know what that meant. I didn't even know where the thyroid was located in the body. Obviously that has all changed now, and he was tested recently, which now I understand. And now I am empowered to actually help him. And I'm 100% due to Dr. Bright and the way that she has educated me. And I'm not saying that I'm replacing his and any other doctors.
Yeah.
But again, the way that Dr. Bright gives her information in her books, on her videos, she empowers you to gain your health back.
We're here to share what we're going through.
And you might relate to something that's going on, and we can help you, because I know that somebody else reached out through a video and helped us.
Trust your intuition, to trust yourself and to build your confidence to bring your health into balance.